the great equanimity is complete in itself, and in resting imperturbably for short moments many times, that equanimity becomes all-pervasive night and day. It doesn't matter what the appearances are. Obviously in 25 years there have been many appearances, right? And so all kinds of things. My sister died, my father died, I've been ill, my children have been ill, my husband's been ill. All kinds of things have happened. And all kinds of great things have happened, too. There are births and deaths just flooding all over the place. But all of these the great equanimity is the great equality of everything. So when we train our minds, this is what we train our minds in. We don't train our minds in a position. We don't take a position. And at some point, we have to be able to leave all the position taking behind, whatever it is. Throw away the meditation cushion, throw away all philosophies, including our own philosophies. Whatever they are, it's then that the great equanimity comes about. When everything, no matter what it is absolutely equal. That's the moment when, boom, everything that you've been trying to hold at bay, it comes rushing in. No matter what it is, no matter how much practice you've done. Every good thing you've done, every bad thing you've done. All the things that are thought that you need to kind of push away. All those sexual fantasies that you're sure can't be included in spiritual practice or whatever they might be. When it all comes flooding in and you just start laughing. You just start laughing and you go, wow, this is incredible. No matter what it is, all the antisocial things I've done, all the sexual indulgence I've engaged in, it's all absolutely equal. I say this for myself and for everyone. There's nothing that needs to be changed whatsoever, or even shifted or tweaked in the slightest way. The great equanimity doesn't say that one is thoughtless and emotionless. It doesn't say that at all. It says that all appearances are equal, no matter what they are. That the entire basic space of the appearance, no matter what it is equanimity. It's not like taking a big Band-Aid of equanimity and applying it to the situation. It's that the nature of the mind is resting in complete equanimity. And so that no matter what appears, that equanimity is present as the appearance without distraction. So that force of ever-present awareness is present in and as the appearance without distraction. It's not an observer of something. There's a single non-dual expanse of equalness. You must always take positive actions and act as though your conduct, whatever it is before the highest judge of awareness. This is very important. It's not some kind of nihilistic philosophy saying that everything comes from nothing and leads to nothing so you can do whatever you want to do. It isn't that at all. It's that in the equality of your own being and resting imperturbably as the clear light of wisdom mind, all appearances, no matter what they are, like making love in a wonderful, splendorous way, or the fantasy of raping someone, that all of these are equal. That no matter what the appearances are, they're equal. No matter what you've ever thought of, suicide, murder, or being the greatest being who ever lived, all of these appearances are absolutely equal. But it doesn't mean that we act according to the appearances. The great equanimity is not acting according to any appearance. It's acting according to the non-action of wisdom, of effortless wisdom that is conclusively for the benefit of the whole in every conceivable way. If a person has acted out an act of rape, and begins resting imperturbably, then whatever that action has been will become resolved in the basic space of awareness. You see, as long as the person is completely overwhelmed by that as some kind of identification about who they are, then it's impossible to understand freedom. And it's impossible to understand the wisdom at the basis. All actions, no matter what they are, whether they're rape or anything else, are the urge to freedom. It's this anxious urge to try to make everything okay. This anxious urge that is really the ultimate urge to understand the true nature of the mind. So, no matter who people are, they all equally have the opportunity to rest as awareness. And, in the Great Freedom Teaching, there are people resting as awareness everywhere who have perfected many qualities and exhausted faults, including people serving life terms in prison or on death row. The birthright of everyone is wisdom mind. And whatever your own appearances are, no need to get hypothetical. You can just stick with your own appearances of your life, whatever those are. Those circumstantial appearances in your own mind, your thoughts and emotions, or in the actions of your own life. It's only in being able to rest imperturbably as every single one of those that the ultimate wisdom of beneficial action comes about. No matter who you are, whether you've been imprisoned for heinous crimes or committed heinous crimes no one knows about, or if you're the most saintly person on earth, whatever your own circumstantial appearances are, they're the stuff of wisdom. There isn't any other stuff. You don't have to get some better stuff. If you haul in what you think is better stuff, you're just hauling in more points of view, but this time you're calling them better points of view. When you rest imperturbably, you come to realize that everything is equal. Wisdom mind is the understanding that everything is absolutely even and equal, that the clear light of wisdom mind is its only source. And when that is realized, there's perfect wisdom in every situation and perfect understanding of every situation. And that perfect wisdom and that perfect understanding is explicitly beneficial. It's pristinely beneficial. It becomes impossible to act in any way that is not beneficial. The non-dual expanse, really, folks, it means the non-dual expanse. So wisdom mind is a non-dual expanse. It doesn't, in order to arrive at wisdom mind, it requires knowing everything is equal, no matter what you've thought about things before. All the attributions of good and bad, right and wrong, they're all gone beyond in wisdom. But, it's that super complete wisdom that is mutually enriching and interpenetrating that is so much needed in the world today. All of our philosophies about right and wrong as the human species have brought us to a point where we can't solve our own problems. And why can't we solve our own problems? Because the thinking that created the problems can't solve these problems. It's impossible. It's only the thinking of wisdom that can solve the problems, the thinking that's beyond all science, beyond all philosophy, beyond all need to continue to describe things in any specific way. All the position taking that we see, it's just taking up points of view within the pure view of all-encompassing awareness. It's just taking up all of these points of view and then saying, well, we're going to continue to say these are the right points of view and those are the wrong points of view. But all of that, you see, no matter how good it gets, it's just an anomaly of point of view. It never rests in wisdom. It never rests in stainless wisdom. So, this is for you within your own being. to stop philosophizing and asking about everyone else, and just in the enrichment of your own being, the supreme enrichment of your own being, come to know that all the antisocial thoughts you've ever had are equal to all the really great thoughts about providing good. In that is wisdom. It isn't in rearranging the points of view. That's just, did you see the matrix? That's all within the matrix. It's within the anomaly. The matrix is points of view. And it's just another anomaly of point of view to try to shift things around and make the points of view into better puzzle pieces. Beyond all that is wisdom. Wisdom that comes up with solutions that have never been seen before. So, it's up to us. It's just like Shantom was singing his song last night. Well, about everyone who laments about this and that and the other thing and all the changes that are needed. Well, I say the same thing. It's up to you and it's up to me. And in order for it to be up to you and up to me in a grassroots way for all of humankind, it requires simplicity. A simplicity of understanding whereby everyone can understand what's being said. So this is what the Great Freedom Teaching invites people into all over the world. You may agree and you want to stay around here, and that's great, and many do. Or you may not agree, and you may have a disposition that doesn't allow you to agree, and then you can go somewhere else and do whatever you're doing, and that's great too. But one thing about Great Freedom that is magnificent is it doesn't matter. You're always welcome here. And even if you don't like us and you need support, well, if you call on the telephone, we'll give you support for resting as awareness. And we'll help you come to peace with whatever it is that's appearing for you. So this is good. It's just that we train ourselves so effectively in believing that we're flawed and we need to be changed that it's very difficult to get off that trip for most people. And we are just so stuck in believing that there are certain things about us that aren't okay. And in order for wisdom mind to shine brightly, hey, we have to come to know that everything about us is okay, that nothing needs to be manipulated, managed, and shifted around. It's easy to get caught up or blindsided by our points of view if we're contriving periods of meditation where we're feeling good for a long period of time. And then we go back to our daily life, and then gradually, oh dear, the tsunami rushes in. And it's the same old life with the memory of feeling good in the retreat or whatever it is. But for that awareness to blaze all day long, night and day, every day, like a 7-Eleven quick shop, a mart, that's where it's at.